right, guys. Well, UFC 317 is not very far away. And like the Avengers, like the Justice League, like Batman, there is only one man that can save the event. He joins me here today as his teammate steps into another main event from the Fighting Nerds, the one and only Caio Borralho. Welcome back to Submission Radio, man. Thank you so much for joining me.
My brother. Yeah, thank you for having me as always, my brother. And the UFC know who to call when they want a savior.
I know, man. And what about this, huh? Unofficial member.
I love it.
Of the team right here.
I love him, bro. I love it.
Someone told me I look like Devon Dudley in the chat when I put these on.
Do you think so?
I'm like, come on, guys, I've been on a diet. Dude, let's talk about what's been going on with you, because I know that let's start at the beginning of all of this, okay? I know that at the beginning, you were supposed to fight Imavov, right? That was the fight that I heard was supposed to happen for you. That's the fight that you were building towards. I think it might have been, like, the timeline might have been International Fight Week. Tell me, what ended up happening with that fight? Why didn't that fight end up coming together?
We were supposed to fight. The UFC came to me and offered this fight on International Fight Week, June 28th. And I said yes right away because, you know, I've been 7 months no fighting, 8 months no fighting already, so I want to fight anyone. And he said no. Even with the UFC saying to him, like, oh, you could lose, you can be knocked, you could be not the next in line, you know, and Caio could get your position. So, and he still said no to the fight. So that's pretty much what happened. The guy doesn't want to fight.
Why did he say no? Why do you think he said no?
Why do I think?
Yeah.
He's saying like he's the #1 contender, he deserved this and that, but I'm on 7-win streak. I'm 10 years no losing. I'm on 9 wins inside the Zuffa Corporation, the UFC. And all my wins came by domination, even if it was on the ground, on the feet. And I think he knows that. So I think he's just avoiding the chance to lose, you know what I mean?
Well, I was going to say that you had a bit of a scenario that you played out on Twitter. I want to put it up here. This is the conversation that was, this is how you saw the conversation go. UFC, hey, you want to fight Caio? You called him the French pussy. No, I don't want to fight him. He's too good. UFC, if you don't want to fight him next in line, okay, I won't fight him. Pussy. What was going on in your mind as you were putting this tweet together? You must have been pretty annoyed at Imavov in this moment.
I was a little bit upset, to be real, you know. Like, I'm a very chill guy. I think nobody ever sees me mad or anything. But at this time, because I thought that this guy was a real fighter and he would want to, you know, like, see who is the best to go to the belt. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I would do if I was him. And, but I was wrong. And that's pretty much what it is, you know. The guy doesn't want to fight. He's coming with a lot of excuses, and I was just mad about it, and I tweeted, and but that's it. That's how you sell fights. That's how you make it even bigger, you know. And but I'm not into this world of selling fights, saying like fake things. You know what I mean? I like the truth, you know. I walk with the truth behind my arms, you know. So I like this trash talking, but I like to tell the truth, and that's pretty much what happened. That conversation, I didn't make all that, nothing. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what is it.
You also tweeted some more after that. Let's have a look. You decide you didn't have enough, so you started going after him. You're a pussy, you know that. If I was him, I would look in the mirror and feel ashamed for myself. This fucking French guy said no to fight me. He's a fucking pussy. I love it. Did you hear back from him? Did he message you back? Did he message you back?
Even with that, he doesn't want to fight. No, actually, this guy is really a pussy. This guy didn't came to me, didn't respond, didn't say any shit. He waited me until I was calling out Khamzat to respond. You know what I mean? He waited until my focus wasn't on him anymore to respond me. So this guy, I don't know, man. I don't know.
What's your message to him if he sees this? What's your message to Imavov?
I just want to fight you, man. You know, no disrespect, no anything, nothing personal, nothing. We are athletes, we are fighters. That's what we do. So I just want to fight you, and let's see who is the best. You know, to go to the belt. You know, because you had a loss to Strickland, you had other loss in the UFC to I think Curtis. You know what I mean? And I never lost in the UFC. I'm showing my domination. All my fights was by domination. There was no doubt about it. And even your fight against Jared was an early stoppage. Your fight against Adesanya, you did very good, but you were getting pissed up in the first round, and he just made a mistake, and you got him. And congrats to you. But there's not a domination on you. You know what I mean? You did a fight with Brenda Allen, and this awful fight. There's no domination in that fight. You know what I mean? So I've been dominating all my opponents, and I want to fight you to see who's the best one. Nothing personal, nothing like that. I'm never disrespectful. I just want to fight you to see who's the best. We are fighters, and we need to fight. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I love that message, man. Then you went back to Twitter and you came up with some ideas. You said Imavov is running, Whittaker is running, so there's only one guy on my mind, Anthony Hernandez. What about we fight? I'm 7 straight wins, you 2. So get ready to get finished. Caio Borralho.
Yeah,
you had a lot of coffee that morning. You were drinking coffee, just tweeting. First of all, before we get to Hernandez, what happened with the Robert Whittaker fight? Did that fight not happen? Was it offered?
Yeah,
what happened with that fight?
I think he said no too, you know. He said no too. He wanted like to fight Strickland or other guy. I don't know. I think he's gonna fight the Leedsy. I don't know. But he said no too.
Right. Wow. No one wants to fight you. All right. So what happened with Anthony Hernandez, man? What happened with that fight? Did you try to approach
that guy I respect. You know, I came to him and I tweeted, and he doesn't have a Twitter. And then he came to me on Instagram and he sent me a message. Yo, man, I just saw you call me out. What date are you thinking about? I'm down to this fight. So I was like, let's go. I'm happy with that. I said to him, like, man, June, July, August, maximum August, I'm good. Because he was on vacation with his family, and I was too. But I think the UFC has other plans to him. He came to me, and UFC has other plans to him. The fight is not going to happen right now. Maybe they change plans. I don't know. But right now, there's nothing yet, you know.
Okay, so after that, of course, we got the big news, right, about DDP being injured. First of all, where did you learn about DDP being injured? Was it just off the internet like the rest of us, or were you hearing something in the back end? How did you learn about DDP potentially?
Yeah, actually, I think two people a little bit, I don't know if close to him or to his team or in his town, I don't know. Two people messaged me, said, "Oh, did you see the DDP got injured? He broke his leg in half and all that."
What?
And I was
Broke
like,
his leg?
yeah, people are saying that. I think it's some shin problem. He was kicking somewhere and broke his shin. I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure about it. I just heard about it. People said there's actually articles about it. I said to them to send me, and actually they both said like, oh, I think they erased the article because they're not confirming this yet. I think they don't want this to, come out and stuff like that. And then I saw the Hamza Twitter that he's saying like this guy's biggest bullshit. And then I was like 100% sure that he was injured. So I took my time here and I was like, I think no one would want to fight Hamza. I'm this guy. Don't get me wrong. I have a lot of respect for Hamza, his team. I went there to All Stars when he used to train there. I love all those guys. Alan Fifo, that is still his trainer, and a lot of respect. You know what I mean? A lot of respect. I think he's a great athlete, very very strong. I already trained with him. I know how hard he trains and how good he is. But I think I'm the one that have this antidote. So I took my chance to come out and promote this fight because I think that will be a good option to the UFC to get this fight. Because Imavov was shush. Imavov was with his mouth shut. He didn't say a word. If these guys really want to fight, and he was the number one to go to the belt. As soon as he see news that DDP is injured, what do? You go there and challenge the guy, but he's shitting his pants, so he doesn't want to fight Khamzat and doesn't want to fight me. I don't know what this guy is. So then I took my chance and I was like, I think this can be a really big fight. I think if the UFC needs someone to save this card, if they still want to Khamzat to fight on this card, 'cause Khamzat is a big star, I'm the one. You know what I mean? And everybody knows that if there's one guy in the division that has the antidote to Khamzat's game, it's me. So I took my shot. I'm just still waiting.
Yeah, well, exactly. You did take your shot, man. You go back on the Twitter, and this time you put this guy up. He said, Khamzat said yes. The only thing that makes sense is the interim belt. This fight is going to be bigger than him versus Dricus, mark my words. So did you speak to Khamzat? Did he say yes? From what you understand, did the UFC speak to you? Who said yes?
Yeah, Hamza said yes right away, and I knew he would say yes because Hamza is like a tough guy, you know. He likes to act tough and all that. So
Yeah.
he would say yes right away. He wouldn't say no to this fight, never. You know what I mean? And I knew that. So at the time that I said that, he posted a clip of him carrying me up in a. He was doing an interval.
Oh, the
training
rear naked
at
choke
this
video.
time.
Yeah.
No, not the real naked choke video. The other one that it's not a video. It's a photo of him pick me up on the air. You know what I mean? He was like carrying me up like a takedown. He was doing a takedown.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But it was an interval training, so he was repeating the movements. You know, so there was this photo, and he put like a plane, like I'm gonna make you fly. You know what I mean? And that to me is like say yes, you know. And then on the Instagram, he tagged me in another photo too. I tagged him, and he responded with like this and some smiles and something like that. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much a yes to me, you know. So,
Yeah.
but I don't know what is the UFC plans. I don't know how bad is Drico's injury because it's just rumors, you know. I don't know how bad, how long he's gonna be off. So we're still waiting for a lot of things. I don't know if this fight actually is going to happen, but I'm ready, you know. Like
I love this fight, man.
yeah,
I love
UFC
this.
knows that I've been ready. I'm ready to whatever they want. You know what I mean? I'm a company guy, and I want to show I'm the best in the world. And whoever needs to fight, I'll fight. You know what I mean? But like to be honest, the only guy that I didn't want to fight was Strickland because I was helping him in his last training camp for like for 5 round fight against Dricus. I did spar with him 5 rounds in the 5 weeks. So we be training together. We did like thousands of rounds together. So I think if they make this fight me against him, I think it's gonna be a boring fight because we know each other a lot. You know what I mean? Like only if it is like the last option and like for the belt or something like that, we'll need to fight. But I would prefer not to right now. You know.
What's the difference between that and all the training and sparring you've done with Khamzat? You know, you said it's going to be a boring fight with Strickland. Why do you think it's different with Khamzat because you're one of the only people that understands what he brings to the octagon because you've been in there with
definitely,
him?
definitely. I know what to expect. I've been there already. You know what I mean? Like it. Don't get me wrong. People in this sport, I'm gonna be honest with you. People in this sport are full of ego. They have a lot of ego over there, you know, in training and all that. That's why these guys hurt themselves so much. That's why they are not always on these peak performances because they are killing themselves with full of ego in the gym all the time, you know. So at the time that I went to Hamza's training camp, I have no problem to say that I got beat up, you know, because I was helping him. You know what I mean? I was there to help him. And to just think with me, Hamza had like 10 sparring partners. All of those guys, he never came along with them. He never came friends with them because they were killing each other in training. Hamza like hurt them, and then they need to leave in like 1 week or 5 days or 4 days. They couldn't stand in his training camp for like 1 week. No,
Is that what happened? People just kept coming in and out. People couldn't
exactly.
survive.
No one could
Wow.
stand with him in like whole training camp. I was the only one that would stay with him and became friends with him and stay with him for like almost 2 months. I was in Sweden for 3-4 weeks, and then I was in Vegas for 2-3 weeks with him, training with him every day. You know,
Yeah.
because he knows I was trying to help him. He knows I was there to make him win a fight. So if I need to get that and get beat up for 5 rounds, I don't have ego. I don't have nothing against it. You know, I'm there to help, and I'm learning a lot. And that's what I did. You know what I mean? He trains hard. He's very good. I'm not saying that like, oh, in the fight's gonna be way different. I'm gonna kill you easily or anything like that. As I said, I'm not false in my words. I think it's the hardest fight in the division, but I think I'm the only one with the antidote. That's what I'm saying. Because I've been studying his style for so long. I'm studying his system for so long, and I've been there. You know what I mean? No other guys being there. Actually, Imavov being there already, and he knows he cannot beat Khamzat. That's why he didn't challenge him for the belt. So I was this guy. You know what I mean? I was this guy to save this event, to fight the best guy in the division, and to prove that I'm the fucking best. You know what I mean? I'm in this sport to do that. That's the kind of fight that I've been dreaming all my life. Have a fight with a guy that will step up. You know what I mean? Because all my fights, all good guys, all respect to them, but I dominated all. You know what I mean? And I'm looking forward to do it again.
Dude, I can't wait. Now, I got to bring up this video because I saw Khamzat put up a screenshot of when he put you in a rear naked choke. And if this fight happens, right, people are going to watch this video. So I just want to get your take on this video very quickly.
Yeah, I know.
It's from a sparring session of you guys, okay? So just talk me through this. Where was this?
Session has been released.
When did this happen from what you remember? Because I guess people are going to watch this. Yeah.
That was far from a sports session. There was a video of he drilling positions that Alan Fifo was coming to him. So
yeah, this is the screenshot that he shared. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He knows that too. You know, he's just making fun. Yeah. He knows that we were training. Actually, that video is from Embedded. You know what I mean? From Embedded. So we were filming for the UFC. We were doing drilling that he was taking the back and doing real naked choke.
This is the drill here. Yep, that was an Embedded. Yep.
Exactly. So look at that. I didn't even defend the takedown. It was a drilling session. You know what I mean? So
you didn't really actually put it in properly. You just kind of stopped.
Exactly. You know, so
I gotcha.
This didn't like make me feel anything because, as I said to you, I have no ego, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my mission in life, to control my ego, to be a better man, a better athlete, a better father, a better brother, a better son. Like, I use the fighting game to make me a better human, you know? So I know all these guys are full of ego and all this shit. I'm not, you know? So I'm very calm about what I can do. I'm very, I know who I can be in this sport and what I can do. You know, I don't need to be showing that in the gym every day, hurting all the guys in the gym. You know, I'm the most, I think the better guy to train with. You know, because I'm never there to like hurt you or anything like that. You know what I mean? So if I wasn't like a bad guy, a bad sparring partner or anything like that, do you think that Strickland would call me to do 5 rounds with sparring with him in like Tuesday on fight week? Never, bro.
And of course not.
And I've been everywhere around the world. Everybody loves me. Everybody likes to be with me. You know, everybody likes to train with me. Everybody. I can say a lot of names to you. So that's because I have no ego. I know how to train. I know how to prepare myself properly and secure. And when the time comes, you know what happened. Domination.
Yeah, and I just want to say as well to those people who watch that video and think, you know, Khamzat would beat you because of that video. One of the things I admire about you, Caio, is that you go to all the best fighters around the world and then you train with them, and you train with fighters, for example, Alex Pereira, maybe he's better than you in the striking, and you'll stand with Alex Pereira, and then you'll wrestle with Khamzat Chimaev, and then you'll go and you'll work with boxing with Sean Strickland. So you're actually working on areas that maybe you're weaker in or aren't as good as those people in, or you're trying to be the opponent that those people are versing, so you're not actually being yourself, or you're doing drills. But what I admire about you is you're always going to the hardest gyms, the toughest challenges. And also, there's a lot of footage of you out there, obviously, because you're always helping all these guys out. So I don't think people need to understand that's not real. All right, guys, I just want to take a quick moment to talk about our sponsors, Manscaped and SAILY, and a big thank you to them for making it possible for me to bring this show to you. The Beard and Balls bundle from Manscaped is the place to go. It's your all-in-one grooming solution to keep you polished from head to toe, more precisely from beard to balls. It's got all-in-one grooming. The Beard Hedger is your go-to for precise beard trimming, and the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra takes care of everything below the waist. Because confidence starts with the right tools. You got customizable trimming, a dual blade system on the Lawnmower 5.0, which features interchangeable foil and trimmer blades, ensuring a smooth and comfortable experience, even in the sensitive areas. And what about this? The long-lasting power. Enjoy up to 60 minutes of runtime with a Beard Hedger and 75 minutes with the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. And by the way, it is risk-free. That's right, guys. Manscaped is now risk-free. Get it on Manscaped's 30-day money-back guarantee. You can try the Beard and Balls bundle today, completely risk-free, with Manscaped's 30-day money-back guarantee. And that's not all. If you want to support this program, use the code word submission. You get 20% off and free shipping right now. That's 20% off and free shipping right now across the whole Manscaped website. I just want to thank Manscaped again for making it possible for me to bring this interview to you. Go to manscaped.com right now, get the Beard and Balls bundle, and get 20% off and free shipping right now with the code word submission. And for anybody looking to travel out there is no better eSIM than SAILY. SAILY has you sorted with its 115 virtual locations, super fast speeds, security features, and what about the fact that you guys get an ad blocker in the app as well, so you don't have to watch annoying ads and use up your data when you watch stuff all over your phone. What about the fact that you don't need to switch out your eSIMs because you can just use the one SAILY profile for everywhere you go? No more lining up at airports, no more having to take out SIM cards from your phone, putting new SIM cards in. SAILY gives you all of the options to get as much data for as long as you need. You got weekly plans, you got plans that last half a year. And SAILY always lets you know when you're about to run out of data. It gives you a little notification when you used up 80% of your plan, so you'll always have time to top up. No more sneaky roaming fees. No more being stressed out about, oh, I just bought this plan in this weird country that's going to last me for 3 months, but I only need it for 3 days. SAILY has you sorted. And if you're a Submission Radio fan, you can click on saily.com/submission now and get 15% off your first purchase. Or go to saily.com and use the code word submission. Support this show and have the best traveling experience thanks to SAILY. Just a quick reminder while you're watching this interview, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel. Only 48% of you guys are subscribed. The ones that watch regularly, that really helps. And please click the little bell icon so you get notified when the shows come out. That's going to really help me bring out more content to you, more interviews, and keep the channel around for longer. And now, back to the program. Do you see this fight going the full 5 rounds between you and him, and you beating him through a bit of a battle? How do you see yourself beating Khamzat Chimaev?
Yeah, I think the critical point is the first round. I think that's the round that I need to don't make a mistake, like at all. You know what I mean? Like the first round is the dangerous one, and is the critical point. And after this round, I'm not saying that he's gonna like go down his performance or anything like that, but that's when I'm going up on my performance, you know? And I think I can still in the second round defend some takedown, even get taken down and go back up and all that. That doesn't give my back or anything like that he likes. And then after that, start picking up with some body shots, with some jabs that I'm doing very good, with some kicks in his calf kick and all that. And then after that, the fight is getting better and better for me. Maybe a knockout in the 4th round, the 5th, or maybe a good decision and domination in the last 3 rounds. I think so.
Yeah. Okay, just quickly before we wrap up, because I know you got to get going and I got to do another interview. Just quickly, talk to me a little bit about Carlos Prates, man. You're in his corner this weekend against Ian Garry, right? This is a pivotal fight here. He was supposed to fight Jeff Neal. Now I think he's got the bigger fight. He's in a main event. You know, Ian Garry's been talking about wanting title shots. How do you see this fight going, and what do you think is next for him if he gets past Garry this weekend?
So first of all, I'm not gonna be his corner because he has his full corner already, but I'm here supporting him. So I'm training him. I'm training with him in 5 week. I'm mimicking Ian Garry's style and all that because we have a little bit similar style on the feet. And I think this fight is a very good fight for both guys. It's very dangerous for both guys. But I think that Ian Garry never faced a guy like Prates. He's gonna be calm, collected, and he's gonna hurt Ian Garry little by little. He's not gonna rush anything, because he knows his power. He knows he can hurt people, And I think this fight is getting better and better as the fight is going on to Carlos, because Ian is gonna get hurt a lot, and I think Carlos can knock him out in the second or maybe third round.
Wow, man.
That's
Well,
what
I
I
can't
see.
wait. You guys are killing it, by the way. Fighting Nerds. That's the team, brother. There he
Yeah,
is, Caio Borralho. Save UFC
let's
317.
go.
Save UFC 317. We need this fight. Let's throw the interim belt on there. If Dricus is hurt, I want to see you versus Khamzat on the big international fight week card. I appreciate all the promotion you've done through Twitter. I think the UFC knows that's the fight to make. Let's make this fight. And thank you so much for joining me, man. Let's jump on when this fight is official so we can celebrate.
Let's go. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, guys.